Well, now, it may be almost 30 years since the Yorkshire Ripper's reign of terror came to an end. But for the families of his victims and those women who survived his attacks, Peter Sutcliffe still casts a very long shadow.
A few weeks ago, you may remember, we spoke to Maureen Lee, who all these years on finally felt confident enough to face the cameras for the first time to tell the story of how she survived.
Well, now Maureen, or Mo to her friends, has gone one step further. She's an artist, and today she set up a website aiming to raise as much money through her art for other victims of crime as it costs to keep Sutcliffe behind bars. She's been speaking to John Hill.
I'd held on to this really dark secret, and it was beginning to overwhelm me, and I was terrified of it being something that was defining me.
For Mo Lee, recovering from her ordeal at the hands of Peter Sutcliffe, not speaking of what happened to her until now, has been a long, draining journey from darkness into light. It was October 1980, the eve of her 21st birthday, when the Ripper, armed with a hammer and screwdrivers, launched his attack on Mo as she walked home in Leeds. It's perhaps a miracle she survived.
A fractured skull, a crescent moon-shaped dent to the top of my head, as I say, puncture wounds to the back of my neck, fractured cheekbones, a scar over my left eye, which was quite deep, and a broken jaw, which they had to break to put back into place.
Mo's only now found the strength to talk of her experience, and today she's gone one step further. She's set up a website, molart.net, to sell her art and greetings cards. 50% of the profits will go to victim support. The aim to raise as much money to help other victims of crime as it costs to keep Sutcliffe behind bars.
Even from his prison cell, he thought he had a hold over me, but not anymore. Not having it. I'm going to use his name and his story to do some good for victim support. And wouldn't it be great if Peter Sutcliffe wasn't the Yorkshire Ripper? Oh, it was Peter Sutcliffe, the man who managed to raise over £1 million for victim support. That's how I'm going to try and change it around. Because, you know, you can change that. I'm determined to do it.
Mo Lee there, who was attacked by the Yorkshire Ripper, speaking to John Hill.